Uh, Sorry, give me a sec. I'm preparing the stream. I just realized we aren't live yet. Like we started
Oh,
talking here
okay.
and are not even live yet. So I'm gonna just start this right here. Okay, let me pause the music so everyone can hear us. There you go. Everyone can see us now. And we are live. So yeah, everyone, welcome to the Meme Land Market Mayhem. Basically, this is one of our bi-weekly events where we take a look at Bitcoin, our daddy, BTC right here. And we look at like these small market cap coins, like, pretty much anything out there. And we talk
Yeah,
about like what potential profits we could make in this kind of market. We know like, Bitcoin's been up and down. And I'm sure a lot of people would want some guidance. I mean, we're not saying we're experts, but hey, I'm pretty sure Beef Chain here has the credentials, has the
yeah.
experience that could help us navigate this market. So, Beef Chain, how are you today, my friend?
Doing good. Good old 4th of July. I know nobody's American here, but yay me.
Wait, what's that? 4th of July is like freedom, some type of thing.
It's like that Independence Day. It's just people light off fireworks and shit. That's about it.
Ooh. Do you guys like cook some food like turkeys? Like, what's that like?
Yeah, I mean nothing specific. It's not like Thanksgiving or anything like that. More of just barbecue and fireworks.
Oh,
Just
gotcha.
guns. Hashtag America. You know what I mean? You
And
know what we
like,
do.
the tap pay thing not working.
Oh god, let's not get into that. Everything's fucking rugging me. I swear to God. I need a fucking bull market to start, like altcoin bull market. Need to start.
Uh,
It's been too long. I need my money. I need to fucking re-up my gear.
I think everyone's asking for it, and that's gonna be an interesting topic to talk about here because we know that the big daddy of all it recently went down. I think we dipped below 100K, and then now it's started to soar back up. So did
Oh, we
we?
did.
I think we did, right? Yeah, pretty sure we
I mean,
did.
we
Yeah.
just about almost hit my box here. I was talking about. We talked last time. I think it was over here somewhere. I was looking for like sideways, mostly down here in the immediate term. I was looking at this green box, which didn't quite get there. That if I was trading and I set my orders like in here and then layered them in here, I'd have been pissed because it wouldn't have hit. But hey, that's actually a bullish sign, so it's actually a good thing. Also, that I'm not trading it, but you'll see it get front. You basically this is what you call like a front run. Like people know this is a liquidity zone, so they pack their orders higher up and doesn't quite get there.
Okay, but it
also, I
was
think,
pretty close. It was pretty close,
yeah, oh
which
yeah,
means
close
that
enough for sure.
yeah,
Close enough to say I was right.
exactly. I mean, I would say you were right. I could see like
Yeah,
that small line right there. It was yeah, that green would have been hit just a bit more.
I think this lines up. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a weekly high back in here. This is a big like liquidity zone. You'll see like all the volume kind of in this area, and then you had the 20. So you didn't even get quite down to the 21 simple or exponential moving average on the weekly. So this is kind of was looking at. This is why I kind of started down here, and then, but it didn't get there even quite either. But this, I would consider that a test, and like in a bullish market, that's close enough.
Gotcha. Okay, so here's my question then. You say this is the volume. That means like this is where most people are interested on buying Bitcoin. Like they buy at this
This
price is
is
pretty much what it means, right?
yeah, historically. So this is basically like your volume, like you would see down here, but it's charted at like a price points. So this is volume at that exact price point. This is volume at it's done in this whole picture. So it'll change by like kind of zoom out and should change a little bit. See, yeah, it changed a little bit. And the big volume's down here in this green box. So that was like another indicator that this was we violated this zone and kind of dropped into that would have been like bad. Still not out of the woods yet, but it's definitely looking good. I know I dropped in the chat here about this 4-hour golden cross. I think that was somewhat recently. Let's see, when was that? That would have been like over here. But I think I said like wait for it to kind of retest into the cross. So it kind of takes off from here. That's not like as valid of a golden cross. What you want to see is kind of test it down back into this kind of band, at least eventually, which we tested all the way back down to the 200. It's kind of like the lower range. If you would have closed below here, then that would have been like worrying. But closed above it and then actually quickly bounced back up, made new high. So this is super bullish. Then we also kind of broke above this trend line, and we're kind of trending. I think actually this is kind of like a good time to have this call because I think shit's gonna pop off here within the next week or two. It's just either gonna be bullish. It's gonna be within the next like probably week.
Okay.
If it starts dragging on more than that, then we might have to worry about the downside. But you'll see like volatility. Let's see. Like, look at this right here. This is blue line volatility on the 5-day, which is a high time frame. That means once this starts to expand, whatever direction we're going when this expands is likely the direction we're going to be heading for a while. When did it do next? See, last time it kind of was, well, over here, but it didn't really expand until the downside here, and that's kind of what we've been doing for a while. It also depends on like momentum here. The same thing here is kind of crossing down. So I'm hoping we cross up here, and we'll probably have maybe like a month or two, like kind of good times. Then we'll probably do another one of these big long consolidations because it's already kind of been up here a minute. Yeah, same thing. But we do have momentum crossing up here. The high time frames aren't quite confirmed. Like this could be one big fake out technically because we don't have the volume fall through. We zoom in. Oops. We just look at the kind of volume here. What you'd be looking for some kind of confirmation when it comes to this kind of shit, the volume. You'd be looking like a break of this kind of trend line. So if we have volume kind of pop up, oops, start making kind of highs above here, then that's when we know it's like confirmation that, okay, this is real. Same thing with RSI. We don't have any like confirmed kind of breakouts on RSI. I think this is, well, no, this shit's fucking online. So yes, we like to, basically it's going to coincide with the bullish control zone here. So once we break above that, but it's good, we are trading above the moving average. So that's bullish.
And for those who don't know, bullish means it's the good times, pretty much.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Bullish is good, bearish is bad.
Someone said in the chat to the moon. Yeah, we're definitely going there.
No, I'm sure this definitely looks good though. We do have most of these time frames. These high ones are kind of about to cross up. Both of them are posturing to cross. So if you look at a weekly here, you're probably looking at like as long as we don't close red, which actually that's another thing I should probably talk about is this line right here. So we don't want to close below this line, which also just happens to coincide with the weekly actually turning red.
Wait,
but
which
that line's
line?
actually real. This green line right here.
Oh, the green line right there. Okay.
I forget which time frame that's relevant. I think it's up in here. Oh, I think it's like the test of the last breakout, the higher high. But it also align with like some moving averages and shit down there. So yeah, so you can also call it like the 4-hour 21. It's like a similar kind of area. As long as we don't kind of break and start kind of trading below this area, then we might look and see something kind of further pull back down into here. But it's not necessarily like the most bearish thing. We could pull back here, create like another like really long wick, which could happen maybe over the weekend if it's gonna do that, because we got the 4th of July. It's kind of a holiday weekend, so you're gonna have less liquidity, kind of the major people who are pushing money around. So you could see some fuckery around here the next like few days. But next week is kind of when you want to be looking more like a confirmation of the move.
So it's a good time to put in your bets then, pretty much. Like if you wanna, I think, I mean, looking at this, it seems like it's really going into a positive trend. Do you think this will affect like altcoins much? Because every time BTC goes up, like it's like altcoins hasn't been moving a lot, but I think the other day I saw Ronin, SLP, and AXS like pop off. Woke up with like plus 30%. So I'm very curious. Like that was one of the alts that I'd like you to take a look today, like AXS to be more specific. Yeah.
Yeah. 1 second here. I just want to address something because I think people are really worried right now that we're seeing a repeat of the last cycle, where you kind of had this kind of higher high fake out, and then we end up crashing into a bear market. Let me like rewind here. Here we go. See this? This is what people are worried of right now. So once we actually like negate that, break higher, then you're going to see like a ton of risk on behavior, and that means altcoins, NFTs, gaming, all the shit we're doing, meme coins. That's when you start seeing people take risk on those assets. So everyone's scared that we're right here right now. Like, oh fuck, we're gonna.
Oh, it does look. It does look similar.
You get the higher high.
Now. Yeah.
Big difference is right here. The whole world central banks were tightening policy. Right now, we're loosening policy. We're like on the cusp of loosening policy. And that's ultimately what dictates where money flows in this industry. Because that lowers bond rates, and that means people, they want to gain yield. They call it like yield searching. Like they start taking more risk in order to get the yield they're accustomed to, especially if you're like a hedge fund or something. Advertising will get you this amount of yield for a year. Shit like that. So they start taking more and more risk, and that eventually leads its way down to the highest risk shit, which is obviously like crypto and shit coins. Not that they're all shit, but you know what I mean.
I mean,
so macro-wise, this is completely different.
Yeah, it's really different.
Although it looks very similar. Like if you don't understand macroeconomics and central banking, that kind of shit, traditional finance, this would look exactly the same. You'd be kind of shitting your pants, like, oh no,
we're
bear market.
getting
it looks, it looks like almost the same. You get your higher high and it's fucking the sketchy, yeah. But I wouldn't expect that right now. It's a completely different macro narrative.
Oh god, I'm sure a lot of people. I'm sure a lot of people is super excited to make some bets here now, because like if we go past this, this might be 200K in the making. No, like if it.
I mean, yeah, I would start with like was this like 120, and then probably like we'll probably stop here, but ultimately I think 150 is probably a good stopping point. That probably lines up with like this flagpole somewhat. Probably not quite. It's probably usually they tend to be like the upper end. Yeah, it's not quite, but still. 145 to like 150. That could be like the upper range. That's probably up in the next like 2 months. Give or take, you know what I mean? And then we probably consolidate some more for like a few months. And the end of the year, we probably do like another crazy push. And then we'll see what happens after that. Yeah. But we should be like loosening policy like through here. So that should only kind of add fuel to the flames. And if I was looking at stocks earlier, just like simple SPY, where is it? Oh, where is this small ass screen? That's not lagging though. That's good. Where is it?
Yeah, I'm glad we figured that out. Now we can.
There it is.
Okay.
See, like it's just SPY, just top 500s and companies in America, like breaking out all time high. Like for us to kind of turn around and break down this second would make no sense. Because you got macro kind of posturing is obviously bullish here. Where did I put that other shit? But yeah, I mean, shit's like coil though. Like shit's gonna pop, like pretty soon. I was looking at some. That was Ripple. Where is that? Let's see. Ripple looks kind of interesting. Like traditionally, I hated this coin, but ever since like the the regulation, kind of like different narrative, like it's actually kind of made sense. That's why it's like popped to all-time highs.
Yeah, it was. It was below. It was below like 5 cents. Yeah, it was below 5 cents at some point, and then it just I think like 2 months, 3 months ago, just started like really
this is Trump
popping off. Yeah.
This is the Trump pump. For real though. Wait, what date is it? Like, yeah, exactly. November. When did he get elected? November, right there.
Yeah,
Trump
it
pump.
was, yeah.
Trump. Biggest fucking flag you've ever seen in your life right here. But look how coiled this shit is. This shit is so coiled. Let me see. Yeah, look at the. I think I was looking at like the volatility, like all-time low on the weekly, all-time low, 5-day, all-time low 3-day. Like this shit is gonna pop. And then if you're looking in here, we'll see. We'll zooming in. Even on the 2-day, look at these coiled moving averages. They're all bunched up. Like that's a sign of like something coiling. That low volatility. See low volume. Oops. Yeah, look, see this volume just drop off and just petered out. This shit is gonna pop like soon. If you look at the freaking posturing of the momentum's up, clearly up. clearly up, curling up, kind of like Bitcoin. You see, oh, that's clearly up, so that's a win. Monthly, not enough data. 2-day, clearly up. Data daily, popping up. Yeah, like all the major high ones are popping up at a time of like a pivot point. This is another thing that like makes sense that this shit's gonna pop up like real soon. I honestly like next week we're gonna start. Shit's gonna get interesting.
Okay, that's all right, guys. I mean, just to spell it out for anyone. Of course, this is not financial advice, but just to spell it out.
Of course not.
This is this is. I mean, if you're looking at XRP, like if you've ever heard of XRP, you felt like you miss your
No, for real.
chance.
I
at
hate this
25
coin.
cents. Yeah.
I hated this coin for like years. I understand it now. They're doing the stablecoin shit. Like it makes most sense. It's kind of like American finance. They're trying to lean into the current narrative makes sense. But historically, before this giant pump, like this is a shit coin.
Everyone was
Cross-border
memeing.
payments, not a money
Everyone was
maker.
memeing about it. Yeah, like it hasn't moved. Like Bitcoin, I think before the the Trump thing went on, like Bitcoin hit like an all-time high, and then XRP wasn't moving, and like people were memeing on this coin, like they were shitting on it, and then boom, from 0.5 cents went to like
Yeah.
$2. What was the peak here? Like $3, I think. I think it made it to $3, and everyone was like, I love this coin. This is my favorite coin ever."
Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, Jesus
Look at
Christ.
that.
340, almost 350.
God, if you've been accumulating at 0.5 cents, like you'd be fucking
Yeah, oh my god.
rich. Yeah.
I mean, look, exit that. Look at this coin's done its entire life. Like it's fucking trash. It's just consolidated in its entire existence. I think this must not be like the newest chart. Yeah, 2020. Okay, so this doesn't include. Where the fuck? Oh, Coinbase. I'm surprised it took Coinbase that long to lift fucking XRP. But yeah, but I mean, before it was like way down here. I remember it being like cents, below 10 cents and shit. Way down here. Back in like 2018 and shit. Actually, it might have been like fucking below 5 cents. I can't remember. So definitely did well. I mean, this is kind of a bad representation. This is like right at the.
Yeah, it doesn't show it past it. Yeah.
Still, it looks fucking interesting now. I might have to fucking buy it a little bit. It's so weird to say. Anyway, all right. Which coin you were talking about? Got the macro narrative. We know like shit's looking good.
AXS would. I mean, actually, let's start with Ronin, because Ronin. I'm starting to hate this coin.
Yeah, you're gonna hate the chart too. I swear to God, that was one I was looking at earlier. I was like, oh god. The meme coins and freaking gaming coins are not looking good right now. That's why you put most of your money into Bitcoin, but the blue chips for now, and then you start taking more risk when it becomes necessary. Oh god, yeah, look at that freaking wick. Anytime you see, like, well, of course, the wick's not closed yet. We could battle back up. If we close above this, that'd be salvageable. But this, as it stands, is fucking like, nasty. It's not good. You see this giant like wicks. This is usually like pivot point. They look up here. See this big freaking wick? What happened to be the low? That's usually what you see. See, same thing here. Big ass wick. That's the high. Oops.
Is that you selling there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know when I fucking updated this shit. It was probably way back in here. See, my buy zones don't even like stretch over. This has turned into a sell zone, which is funny. That's how shit works in markets, huh?
Oh man, that looks so sad.
Right off the 20, off the 21. That's not great. I mean, this is ugly. Lower low. Let's see if we have divergence.
I'm coping by telling myself that XRP was this at some point.
We do have potential bullish divergence here. If you're looking at the RSI, we have like a higher low here, just by a little bit. But this is a lower low on the chart. Right here. I mean, I would have called that confirmed, so it got fucking faded real quick. But, I mean, that's still a good sign. I mean, unless we like turn around and make new lows and actually fall back down to this. That'd probably be a scenario where Bitcoin does that wick shit. This will probably like wick something down in here. But I mean, that's a lower probability. I don't think that. I think within the next week, we're probably going to see shit start kicking off to the upside. If it, like I said, like if it takes longer than that, we're looking at like 2 weeks and shit, then I'd start worrying. Because usually when you make these kind of breakouts, like this shouldn't take too long to start kicking off. God, what time frame was that on? Or maybe it's all of them. Yeah, that broke a while ago, actually. It's not even a fucking formation.
Okay, that's good to know.
This
There's
is the
hope.
highest time frame. No, yeah, it looks good. Like odds are to the upside, 100%. I mean, not 100%. That's, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's definitely well over 50% of the upside right now. If you're betting, I mean, that's all you're like looking for is like if you're just trying to bet. If you want like more confirmation, like more long-term shit, I'd probably wait a little bit. But if like taking risks, like most of us do, we're in crypto for all. Like, I would start looking. I would have entered back here, like when I retested these. So I was looking for a bottom first off, but I mean, in here would have been somewhat valid still. But ideally, you would have layered like kind of in here. There's probably even a measure move within this little fucking channel. Come on, computer. Yeah, so I mean, I would have told you kind of 200. If you're like paying attention every day, that's much more like day trader shit. I wouldn't advise that kind of crap. We CBR kind of above, even though this is like a weekly trend line. Or it's not a weekly. What is this? A daily? Maybe it's 2 day. And daily. Both things you see it. See this bouncing out. This is kind of like a flick off, like a back test. So this is not uncommon to see this kind of behavior, kind of break out. But we haven't seen any other indicators. That's only kind of. Oh, this looks good, but it's not like what you're really looking for. Yeah, you could have said this broke out on the short term. I mean, it looks good. It looks a lot better than just bad for sure. We don't want to spend too much time. We see it close, kind of below this line right here. What is this? 108, below 108s. We start kind of hanging out here and closing below here, then I'd be a little more worried. But this current pullback, I mean, that's pretty stock and standard. Especially heading into the weekend. Usually see like confirmation of moves into it with more liquidity, which would be more like Monday through Friday. Except on a holiday, so there's no trading tomorrow. On major markets, I think CMEs are still open tomorrow. You kind of see the same shit on here. Kind of a breakout retest and test down to maybe a 108, maybe. Still viable. Long's a wick, don't spend too much time around here. Pick it up maybe early next week. And I curl back up and fucking start popping off.
Okay, so we have one request here from Maria Soul. She said, take a look at Pirate token. So I think it's just Pirate. This one, I believe, is oh, there it is. Yeah. Ooh. The second one. The second
Pirate
one?
Nation.
Pirate Nation. Yeah, Pirate Nation token. Yep.
Coinbase. It's on freaking Coinbase. Is that okay, I think I know this project. I've never looked at their chart there.
But I know they're in Ethereum.
Oh, they're on Ethereum?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Like the mainnet? They use like a layer 2.
I'm pretty sure I think it's base. They actually have two. Yeah, I think it's a layer 2, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, base is interesting. Yeah, I mean, this looks like a gaming token or a meme coin. Scraping the lows. If you look at Ron, same shit.
It's a gaming token, yeah. I do have this.
Yeah, I've heard of the game.
Actually, yeah. I stopped
playing. So you see this volume pops out? This would be like the point of control. You never want to be below the point of control. It's not good. I mean, we're scraping lows or below the major moving averages. Not saying it's a bad project. I mean, this is what most meme coins, gaming coins, they're gonna look like this. So look at Ron, like it's just like barely a difference. Yeah. Oh yeah, we looked at this, but had the fucking shit wick. The same thing, scraping the lows. Although this one's a little worse. This one created new lows, so for what it's worth, looks better than Ron. I'll give you that. But yeah, I mean, this is just fucking down. High or lower high, lower high, lower high. See something different and get it back above here. Get it back to this point of control. Get it back above this high on the daily. Get to like 68 cents. Yeah, above the freaking 21. It's never been above the 21. Failed here, failed here. Those are your big wicks, your fake outs. Get it back above here. That's when I would buy. Should probably correspond with the rest of the market kind of go. So I mean, this one. So I'm saying it's not about like knowing like the great project is knowing when to deploy capital. So in this time period, it'd be better to have your money in BTC, obviously, because that'll be going up where this is going sideways, and then you can be more confident. Then put money into this. Once you're more confident, this thing's actually got to pop off. You make a ton of money, and then probably sell some of that. Move to the next freaking target, your next narrative, whatever looking hot at the time. Double opportunity cost, kind of finding the highest gains at the right time, or converting your capital over to the better opportunity. Especially if you're early, you'll get in kind of this bad habit of kind of holding something you love. Love this project, but if you're thinking as a trader, you don't really want to do that. You kind of want to deploy it to whatever's the best opportunity, kind of take the emotions out of it. But there's nothing wrong with holding something like long term. If you're willing to wait like, a year or something. If you believe in like the fundamentals. You know what I mean? Bullets? Make sense?
Makes sense. No, I was reading the chat here. She's not buying more of it. Saying just she's
I'm not
just
saying don't
taking
buy it,
it.
just not now, yeah. Rizzo, see, even Rizzo's a solid project. Even that's like, yeah, looking like it might scrape the lows here. Depending on what Bitcoin does. It could eat up, and this could be the low, and then we get back above the same kind of thing. Above the 21, above the last high. Well, this one actually has kind of like macro higher high. Kind of fucking up the higher lows here, but we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. The Sunday's not too long from this, only like a few days, so. This would actually be up here. So if we can eat back up here, we'd still have lower highs. Or higher lows, sorry. Almost, we can close green, but we'll see. It's lower liquidity coin, it's not gonna move as technically like Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, like these higher cap coins are typically the best to kind of judge what's gonna happen on these low cap shit. A little easier to read and higher percentage probabilities. We know it's gonna feed down to these coins anyway. We got any other ones? You said AXS, right?
Yeah, AXS would be good to look at.
Curious if it looks better than Ron. Doubt it. Where is it? There it is. Oh jeez. Oof. Similar though.
Oh, and there's a request for pixels as well.
Oh, okay, that'd be a good one. Yeah, there's gonna be a big gap here if we don't pick things up pretty quick. I don't see that happening, but theoretically we could. If shit kind of hits the fan on fucking Bitcoin.
Are you still holding AXS? I know you're like huge on AXS.
No, I have. No, I've been huge on AXS in fucking years. I sold my whole stack like 135.
Oh, okay.
130, 140. I have like revenue in AXS from like land and like scholarships, shit like that. But no, I don't hold that shit up. Fucking sell that crap. Yeah, it doesn't look good. But we'll probably pick this shit up. I mean, so we could see something like a head and shoulders, or inverse head and shoulders. We pop back up and create a low here, and then pop back in here. And slowly, you'll fucking, geez, it had a long way to go.
Okay, this is an interesting question from Hiraya. So she said, Any tokens that's worth investing in, like at least for you, long term.
Investing long term. I think we know my answer there, right? MMM, duh. That's what I've been putting little money there. Like the long term. So I know, like most of these things don't even have a fucking real business. We have a real business, real products. We have actual syncs. No dilution at all. Like it's fucking. This is how you want a project to be long term.
Exactly. Just
So that's my
it's.
answer for that.
I mean,
The biggest
there's
ever,
a lot of
30K, 30K market cap. That's crazy. Like for real business, real products, all that kind of shit. Like this is easy. Probably like 2-3 million. That's like 1,000 or 100x. That's like an
exactly.
easy, probably 100. In my opinion, easy 100x.
And
I'm looking more like that 1,000x.
in this world of like tokens nowadays, it's all about like hype. Fundamentals is like
Yeah,
probably the fourth or fifth thing in their list, but like once that all that
yeah.
hype is gone, that's where
The shit hits the fan.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's where it hits the fan. Like
it's when you get
you know,
rugged.
exactly.
This shit's not working anymore. Ah, fuck it. Just gonna move on to the next project and just shut down shop. It's not an intentional rug. Most of the rugs in this industry aren't like scammers. Like
Yeah,
people have thought their shit was gonna work, but they didn't realize they didn't actually have a real fucking plan, and they just exit the project and leaves all the token holders fucked.
exactly.
But it wasn't their intent. They just get to that point where fuck it, it's not worth it.
But I do have a personal, I mean, not personal question, but like my question to you would be, which, because I know there's like GameFi, there's like DeFi, there's like all that kind of thing, right? But and then there's
Yeah.
AI too. So like,
Hmm.
which narrative are you most bullish on? Like, I mean, I know you're a big GameFi guy, but like after
Yeah,
GameFi,
yeah.
like which ones are you looking at?
When we're talking about like timeline, I think that's more like the question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because obviously I'm big on like gaming, but that's kind of like the long term. I don't expect that to be like the next big thing right now. Probably more like AI, probably altcoins, probably DeFi. Honestly, that'd look more into there for like the more immediate kind of gains. But right now, I'd be looking at the majors. I'd be playing like Bitcoin, maybe ETH, Solana. Bitcoin's the safest, easiest one. But as soon as we kind of have confirmation here, Bitcoin's going to do its moves, going to soak up liquidity, and then it'll start to consolidate a little bit. And that's when we're going to start seeing the altcoins kind of pump more and more and more. So that's ultimately how you kind of want to play Bitcoin first. Get your gains, your safe gains. So if shit goes sideways, if like reverts back to the downside, like you're not going to get hurt nearly as much with these altcoins. Like maybe you take a 10% hit compared to like a 50% hit. You know what I mean? It's a big difference. And that's why freaking altcoins and shit pump like towards the end, because people don't want to take that risk until they're a lot more certain, because they can get their face ripped off if they're wrong. Get wrecked. I mean, it happens to everybody.
Okay, this is so this is another question from I think this is more of like a follow-up question. Which coins are you looking at specifically? Let's say, I mean, GameFi, obviously that would be MMM. But like, let's say DeFi, AI, or like, meme coins, like which ones are
Yeah,
you
that's a good
like,
question.
it's like in your eyes right now, or like P
Nothing
horse?
in like particular. I know when we like call coins out. Honestly, if you have any good ideas, I'll take a look at a chart and I'll tell you if it looks good or not. I might know like OG names. Like fuck, what do we got in here? Like where's like Chainlink? Chainlink's a good like kind of DeFi, large cap kind of narrative. I bet you this is gonna look a lot better than See, this looks way better than any gaming fucking token. We're not scraping the lows, like looking at fucking all-time lows and shit. I mean, this fucking looks a little weird. We had a giant fuck. I'd be worried about Head and Shoulders a little bit, but ultimately, this is gonna go where the macro goes.
Chain Link. I think I've seen this on Ronin and
This is OG.
Base.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
connect like real-world info to like blockchain.
Ah,
Like if you
okay.
think like a random number generator that's kind of like verified by blockchain type of thing. It could be any data. You'll see it in games too for that, like RNGs.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you do like a gambling, like it's a good thing to have. You might like incorporate something like this. If we want to take like the wager platform up to like the next level, that'd probably be like the line. Like when 'cause eventually we kind of make this probably not like completely public. We probably like token gated, so you have to own some tokens. But we want you guys to be able to like create your own bets and shit, and then make like a little money off those bets. And that's probably when they use like a something like Chainlink to kind of just verify the fucking shit, so everybody knows good. And we don't have to manually do it. Right now, it's kind of more manual, which is fine because we're small. But if we want to scale that up, we're gonna use something like Chainlink for sure. God, but I'm sure there's like hotter shit nowadays.
So this is your DeFi pick, is that right?
No, I was just an example of a
Oh, you were
DeFi
just like,
coin.
okay.
I mean, this shit's old as fuck. This is back in like 2017 or 18,
I tried converting. Like, I mean, I don't hold
19.
this token, but like, I was trying to bridge some tokens from Ronin to base, and I found that Chainlink was like one of the option. No, actually, it's base to Ronin. So like, I bought a bunch of like, I converted my USD to like Chainlink, and then send it over to Ronin. And then when I tried to like convert it from inside Ronin, like Chainlink to like USD again, it had no liquidity, so I ended up like sending it back to base
Oh no.
and then converting it there, and then just basically paid some gas fees. But like, there was no liquidity for this token inside the Ronin, like nobody's trading it there. So if you want to force a trade, it's like you're losing. I think
Yeah, it's
I was
weird.
gonna
I'm
lose
surprised they
like,
have that running.
yeah, I was gonna lose
That's
like
that's kind of
a
weird.
good 30% of the stack I converted. It was like, oh, screw this, man. I'm just gonna send you back to where you belong and swap there.
If you're in this like real world asset, like kind of narrative and shit, I'm a little more skeptical than most people when it comes to that kind of sector. I think a lot of it doesn't make sense. I mean, some does, like a lot. Like real estate makes a fucking ton of sense, and that'll be a giant industry on its own. But a lot of this shit doesn't make as much sense. Securities, all that kind of shit does. But it's already financialized, obviously. But they'll have to use like kind of shit like this to kind of have some trusted verification.
Yeah. Oh,
What
I
other
love
coins
this
we got out
comment from
there?
Zian. She's saying yeah. That's what is that? Is that like a cat?
What? Oh no, you put more species in.
It's like our
This is what a
community
cat.
members in the chat. She just commented yeah.
Is that a
Oh, so
coin?
it's no and yes combined. Okay. That
Sounds
still
like a new
doesn't
coin.
that still doesn't make any sense, but yeah. Is that trading? Yes, this is trading, Zion.
I mean,
This it's better to learn this. Like, I mean, if I were gonna give you some very useful advice here, this is way better than doing your assignments right now.
yeah. I mean, if your assignments can make you money, could be worth it. What is this? Oh, fucking 8 parent. Yeah, this. Oh my god.
Okay, other than that,
Still is a player.
Ebung says P horse.
Not
Is
great.
this the recent
Oh, is that
project
on
that
there?
we had?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
that was on
that's.
like a different, right? Well, fuck, what was that on?
Are they
I
do
was
they have
looking
a
at that
token?
somewhere. Yeah, they like did it. They did, right? It like just launched. Hold on, let me check my DM. It's
Sure,
Gabriel
really?
sent me 'cause he bought a little bit.
I thought they had like just the collection, which I bought, by the way. I haven't looked at it again. Ever since I minted it, it's like just sitting there in my wallet. But like, I have four of them.
Oh, you meant the horses.
Yeah,
Let me
I
check my
minted the horse
screen.
thing. Yeah. Oh
How
shit.
about I
Okay.
change my camera over?
You got
You can't see
39K in liquidity. Not
ooh, what
bad.
happened. It was looking good. Let me see if I can switch my screen over because it's on some other. Uh,
I don't understand a single
here
thing,
we
but
go.
the colors are so pretty. Once you go and like,
Horse.
I mean, the way I'm
There
seeing
we go.
the things that we're doing here is once you get into trading, right? Like, once you try and say, for example, hey, I want to put in some money, try and make, just something like $20, $10 for say. it's all gonna make sense like in your mind. Like when you start making some lucky wins, it's just gonna be like, oh shit, I remember like Beef Shane talking about this. So like it's I mean it's not something that you could learn in a single day. Like a lot of it doesn't make sense to me as well. But
No,
like it's
actually, it said
very useful
this.
because like it's kind of like you'll see some patterns and then you just go dive into it. Like now you're equipped to like look up, hey, what's for example the I forgot the name already, but like you could easily look up what you're looking for on YouTube now. Like, hey, I want to learn about these lines right here, these indicators right here. Like, what's indicators? What do they do for me? And then suddenly it all makes sense because Beef Chain already
Eh,
talked about it. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it just depends. Like, there's so many indicators out there, and most people creating content. I hate to say it, but they're not good traders at all. They're often shit, and they're usually trying to sell you some kind of indicator, and they show
Oh
you the wins on
yeah.
YouTube. Like, it's not. Like, yeah, I mean, if, no, that's probably too bad. But I know a guy who does like, actually like legit content. He's like former market maker with like options and like freaking CBOE, like American like financial markets, Crown Crypto. But you learned a ton from him. Just watching this shit like over like a year. But nowadays it's more like the quant, it's more statistical and shit, which is actually like useful, but it's probably gonna seem like super complicated if you're just like jumping into it new. But maybe like some of his old videos, if it's still like archived, he kind of goes over simple shit. But he actually knows his shit. But most of these guys, they're not like that. They don't really know what the fuck they're doing. The thing is, those people
And
really know what they're doing when it comes to this shit. They don't fucking broadcast it to people.
dude, I would just like if I had like let's say $20 that's sitting on my Bybit wallet, I would just throw it like and make a 50-50 guess. Like, okay, I'm gonna go long here, put like times 20 on it, and then monitor it for like
Yeah,
30 seconds and make some money. It's like, oh shit, I
yeah,
lost this
yeah.
time. That's how I
That's one of the.
do.
It's surely gambling, like at that point. But I
It's
mean, if you,
definitely
I mean,
gambling, yeah.
you can do that shit and actually put the odds in your favor. You can actually make a living out of it, but I mean, that's not a very fun living, to be honest. I was a day trader for like a year. Like I've kind of been there.
Oh, that's
It's not as fun and glorious as it sounds.
exactly.
It's pretty stressful. Your life revolves around charts and getting alerts, and I gotta move straight in shit. So you want to do really good. You gotta like be like on the spot, like when shit's happening. You can't just put in like limit orders and shit. If you want to be like really good, you gotta see how shit. It's really about like seeing how shit like reacts within certain like pivot regions, and then reacting off that reaction. If you're trying to scalp or just day trading kind of crap. But honestly, you're battling bots. Like it's an uphill battle. There's bots designed to kind of like fuck you over and get you to like fucking sell or FOMO or you know what I mean. Especially on the small time frames. The higher the time frame you like move up, like the much less fuckery is going on, the like much higher percentage you're gonna have as far as like wins and losses. It just takes fucking time. That's the problem. But I mean, it's definitely fun, especially like I went to like a forex before I even got to crypto. I used to trade forex, and that's kind of when I got started with this kind of like day trading kind of. You know what I mean? That's all forex is. It's like up and down, like they don't move like for shit. But you put on like super high leverage, and you're just taking like scalps basically and playing events, and there's different ways to play it for sure.
Ones that I don't want to see again. Oh my god. Like I mean it feels so good when you're winning, but like the moment it hits like you see it's bleeding, it's like damn, just go back to like, you know, let me just break even and I swear I will not do
Yeah,
it
it's a bad
again. And
mindset.
then yeah, and then it
That's a bad
keeps
mindset. Yeah.
it keeps going and going, so I'm definitely not built for it.
No, it's fucking tough. It takes like on for a trader, it takes like 7 years or something, like doing it all the time in order to be like profitable consistently. That's like the average. Like it takes a long time.
Yeah, Zian and Sarah, both of you are like really young still, so should start learning now.
Yeah, I mean, day trader. That's like a different fucking thing. I wouldn't advise that, but you definitely want to know this shit It's going to make your life 1,000 times easier. The main thing is like knowing like the macro like direction of where stuff's heading. That's when everyone feels like a winner. Like, oh, I can't win, I can't lose. You know what I mean? Everyone's drawing triangles and making fucking 10x. You know what I mean? That's that crazy bull market we're like heading into. But if you know like when that's turning, like okay, it's a bear market now. Now you're not buying the dip no more. Like you could short and shit, but I want to do that for a beginner because you're actually what you're doing is you're borrowing money, which means you're paying a fee. So you have to be much more like kind of knowledgeable and strategic if you're like shorting on leverage, even going long on leverage. Leverage period. Low leverage is fine, but honestly, like freaking, if you're going to the upside, like altcoins are basically a leveraged Bitcoin play. So if you know what Bitcoin is going to do, you can just put shit in the altcoins at the right time and make way more than you would on Bitcoin, which is a better play. Or put Bitcoin on leverage, but it's a little more technical. You could get fucked there. So you're doing too much leverage. Leverage can be a killer.
That's a good advice. Well, I mean, I wanna hear your thoughts about this. So like, I recently found a life hack. Basically, I called it a life hack, but like the way I'm doing it is that there's, you know how like a lot of coins, they get to your Twitter account because people retweets it or like they're super hype about it, and then
Yeah.
basically I look for these kind of coins, and then I check if there's an airdrop, and if once I confirm that there's like, you know, an airdrop that was sent to their communities, I immediately put like a short order. So I'm basically shorting it.
Yeah,
So
it's not
far
bad.
that has worked well for me so far, but
Yeah.
like I mean, at some point I'm probably
Maybe
gonna
be
get
careful,
burned.
because
Yeah.
because we will reach this point soon. Like according to my calculations, like we start heading there like next week. But it won't like immediately trickle down. But we're getting like close to that point where you don't want to be fucking around with any kind of shorts, because they might dip, but they might get immediately like miss your order, immediately get eaten up, and then you're liquidated in like in the next like 5 minutes. When
Exactly,
shit's super
exactly.
bullish. But yeah, when it's more neutral like this, it's a good play for sure. Because we've all seen that. Like they do an airdrop and then suddenly just everyone's chatting about it. You got
Oh
like
my
KOLs are
god.
chatting. You know they got all this marketing budget in tokens to them. It's all
Yeah.
going to be dumped. You know what I mean?
And then you look at like coin market cap, you see everyone is fudding the hell out of that coin, and it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it's like bliss for me when I see that, because I got the short order going. I just tend not to get too greedy on it because I know some projects, they really have like, you know, I think what's that called, like OTC sales, pretty much like I just saw that from like, you know, watching these like random YouTube videos. So like I'm very careful not to get like screwed by
OTC
someone.
wouldn't impact the market. That's like the
Oh,
whole
it
point of
doesn't?
OTC.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the whole point. It's done like outside of the markets. So it's more like a peer-to-peer type of situation. Often like big ballers and shit, obviously it's set up to like a third-party service where they'll connect kind of buyers and sellers. But it's done more like peer-to-peer to where it's not on an exchange. If you were to sell or buy
Okay.
like a large amount of monny, you're going to impact the market severely.
Yeah,
And you end up paying
exactly.
like a higher cost. Yeah. Same thing if you're selling both sides. So they kind of match up both those people. So they both can kind of get like the current market price on like a large volume. But I
That's a
mean,
good
OTC's
thing to
kind of been
know.
drying up. It's been drying up for years, especially on like Bitcoin. There's so much like demand, institutional demand. It's only a matter of time for that like have to buy it like on the market. That's kind of what we've been seeing most likely for the last like year. You have all these Bitcoin funds and shit, and it was drying up before that.
Oh, this is a good question from Zian. So when you started you know, looking into like trading and all that, how much did you start with? Like,
Ooh, good question. Okay. Well, I mean, first off, I started paper trading. That's definitely what everybody should do. If you're like trying to do trading, definitely do paper trading. That means like you can set that up with like most like big accounts, even in crypto nowadays. Basically means it's like the same thing as trading, but you're trading fake money. So you kind of like learn. But honestly, at the end of the day, like but the quicker you put like a little bit of real money in, like it becomes a different experience. So I put like a little bit of money. Start with paper trading, get like learn the basics, you know, attend these kind of things, ask your questions, so you can kind of get the basics of what's going on, and then start putting like a tiny bit of money into the market, and then kind of trading that if you're doing like day trading.
Ooh.
And they kind of built from there once you gain some confidence.
Is there like sites?
Oh, but how much did I put in?
Yeah, but how much did you put in? Yeah, that's
Yeah, okay. Don't do what I do. It's fucking hell risky. Okay, I put like technically nothing. Technically, I've made it like everything I've had over like nothing. So I went to college. I got like a free like federal like student loan. It was like a couple $1,000. I put like half that in the markets, like stocks. Played around in stocks, made some money. Played around forex, kind of break even. Was more of a learning experience. Then got into crypto. Made some good money, lost some money, but held on, kept building. And then was it like last bull market? That's when I really made like a fucking shit ton of money. But all of that off
talking
like
about?
a student loan. Like a tiny student loan. $1,000 in America is like.
Wait, did I rug or is Beef Chain gone?
Am I gone?
Oh, there you go.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay,
another, I mean, they're much more curious about you now. Like, so they're asking how much did you earn last bull?
Oh God.
Wait, IRS.
For
might be
IRS.
listening to this.
No, they're not gonna listen. No, it was a shit ton, but I pissed away a lot because I just had money to blow on like stupid projects, like subducts. I've like put like 50K into them, just stupid shit. It's probably worth like 3,000 now. But I mean, that's definitely over $1 million on paper.
You guys heard the man.
But I paid taxes technically on like $250,000 off what I made off scholarships, because that was technically revenue. The rest they don't even know about. But I blew like a chunk of the rest, and then also lived like a few years, just kind of paying my bills and helping fucking build CTG and shit.
When me start
I did pay
trading that,
taxes.
I mean, you heard the man. G3. Take a loan, put half of it.
No. Oh no! Sorry. Bank of America wouldn't even give me a trading account. Like when I first went in there, like, yeah, I want to set up a fucking trading because they were partnered like fucking, I can't remember, Merrill Lynch. Yeah, that's what it was. They're like, no, this came from like student loans and shit. We're not gonna give you an account. But I like fought it and they kept like going. And they finally gave me a stock trading account.
Jesus.
Nowadays, like you fucking just download Robinhood and it's like fucking 2 seconds.
How old were you
Back
at
in
the
my
time?
day, folks. Oh god, just started college. I was probably like early 20s, like 22, 20, no, probably like 24. Shit, 25. Fuck.
God
You
damn.
guys are ahead of me. You guys are ahead of me. Just fucking learn this shit. I didn't even start till I was 25. You're good.
All right, Zian, it's your time to shine. I'm gonna look
Okay.
forward to the day where you'll be on the stage talking about how you took a student loan and then put it to crypto. I mean, that's definitely not good advice. Yeah.
No,
I'm just
it's
kidding,
so
I'm
bad.
just kidding.
I told my teacher in college at the time, he was like, "That's so bad." But honestly, I was just like, "Fuck you, I know what I'm doing." Like, I'm gonna figure it out, bro. Actually, I got lucky. I put like over half it into like the top gaining SPY company during that whole year. It's called Chegg. It literally 10x.
Oh,
Actually,
okay.
like 20x, but I started selling like 10x and above. Sold before it topped. I literally bought like the lows. It was like $4, like a little over $4. And then I started selling like 40, 50, 60.
But you know what? This has been good. I think this is, a lot of us is this is why we're in crypto, right? Like, I mean, there's stories, there's
Yeah.
and that definitely is like the goal. But I love how like there's always disclaimer there. Like, don't do it the way, like, don't do it the
Yeah,
way
don't be
he
mean.
started, guys. Yeah, but take note of like the insights that is given us, like for example, how you look at the charts, how you could make yourself profitable, and the discipline too, right? It takes a lot of discipline, especially if you want to
Yeah.
enter the whatever career you want
Especially
to
with
do.
trading. Yeah. If you're trying to
Especially
be a trade.
with trading.
Yeah, day trading. Day trading is like pure discipline. Like you have to strip all the emotion out of that shit to be like successful long term. Because it'll bite you in the ass. I've gotten blown out once. I could blow up my whole trading account one time. Like it was a setup that I thought was like perfect, the best setup for some of my life, and I set like a plan, like okay, I'm gonna exit here. I didn't exit because I thought, oh, this setup's so good, it can't be wrong. So it's like double down, and then It's like that was like when the was that one scam, one coin. That was like a big one of the biggest scams ever. That was just dumping fucking crypto all the time. And then there was something else that happened macro, like the yield curve inverted like the same time. Like it was some rare circumstance, and just the whole thing cratered and fucking liquidated me. Oh, that was fucking rough, but good learning experience for sure. Honestly, you kind of got to go through that kind of shit. You got to earn your stripes. You want to be a trader. It's emotional shit, but you got to take the emotion out of it.
Take the emotion out of it, and also just want to highlight, guys, like it sounds all good and dandy when we're hearing it from him, but remember, I think one underrated thing that Beef Chain said is that he spent years learning this shit. Like he was trading using fake money, like practicing himself there. So that's something that you guys should like keep in mind. Like don't just
Yeah,
jump
ease
the
into
gun
it.
and
Yeah,
be like, shit, I'm young. There's like when you're young, there's definitely ego in it, but try not to drown on it and um, learn.
yeah. It's
It's
okay to
always
take risks if
learning.
you're young now.
Yeah.
If you're young, honestly, you can make that money back. Like honestly, I'd take the risk, especially if you're kind
Okay.
of like
I take it
lower
back
class.
then.
Like you kind of gotta take risks. But
Go and make a loan.
no, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it on dead. That's well, honestly, if you're just playing with $10, like you can play around $10, it'll feel real. You won't be like really impacting much, but you'll be making money, and you'll feel that kind of rush of emotions you gotta get used to in order to like trade. If you're just playing macro, that's kind of more what I do. 'Cause I do other shit. That's the good thing about kind of just being more of a market analysis guy and can keep an eye on the macro and the macro direction and trend, so you kind of know where to position, not just for your holdings portfolio, but also like your businesses and shit. That's actually where it come in pretty big. But you can do other shit. You still make money on this shit. You're just trading like daily, weekly, monthly type charts for long periods while you're doing other stuff. You're not like day trading. Day trading, those those people are built different. Like trust me. But it's good. Like early on, you go through that day trade period just to learn shit. You're probably gonna like have fun and have like endorphins. Like, oh, I made some money, and then you want to learn more. But to make it a career is like a different discussion. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
a tough career, but it's good knowledge to have because you can apply it like fucking all over.
Okay. I think we went over the hour mark there.
Oh,
Unless
shit.
everyone has like other questions or some maybe tokens
Yeah,
that you
any more
guys wanted to
cards?
look at.
We got Force here.
This is your
Mm.
chance. But otherwise, just feel free to reach out in the chat. Like Bright, shout out to Bright. I see Bright always in the chat asking Beef Chain about like state of the market and some like good advice, right? So
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
free
All
feel free
questions
to
are
reach
good.
out. Yeah. Once
Why
he
is there
sees
no
those, he's gonna
stochastic?
answer it. Just wait it out. Don't worry.
Ooh, okay. This looks good. See how we spent a bunch of time here, like super low momentum level. I mean, we're talking about 1, 2, almost to 0. That's kind of good. So I mean, if you were holding this right now, I'd probably hold and wait. I mean, that kind of lines up with the general market, though, right? Kind of Bitcoin, I'd be holding right now. But this definitely looks good right here. You kind of got this little kind of triangle we're breaking out of, getting above the bearish control zone here. Should be like your 20. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see with RSI. I'm just curious if we have any divergence. These are the great thing about stuff I'm kind of talking about is you can use it on like any of these. Like everyone's gonna have RSI and stochastics. They're super basic. You can make it more complicated and shit. Like it's, I don't know if you can see that screen, but kind of using like levels and shit like that. Yeah. It's an overall low level. Alright. Nothing too much to read here other than maybe this break. That would be something. Yeah, yeah, that's promising. That lined up with this. Yeah, it's not too bad. I wouldn't sell here for sure. I'd probably wait. Top of the range up in here, even if you're bearish. But I'd probably just wait and see because we could pop off here. See what this flagpole looks like. Just curious. Let's just say it's like up in here. Close enough. %60. Yeah, honestly, that kind of lines up what I would expect for a smaller cap coin. It's not tiny though. What is the market cap here? 633? What? I thought it was like 300. Oh, that's volume. Okay, fair value. Not too much volume here for. But then I don't know what that put there. But yeah, I'd hold it. If you guys are looking at that force, is Gabe here? Let's see. Yeah, he brought up that coin. Ah, he's not even here. I think I told him the shit. If I can, is Poets here in you, rug?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Sorry,
any more questions? I'm not looking in the chat.
No, GMMCX, GM brother. So yeah, I think that's about it. I didn't see any other token requests here in the chat. Looks like everybody shared it.
Crap, we're supposed to do a Keck one.
Oh,
what is that?
Yeah,
what is the
yeah.
Ronin? Are they on here? Oh, whoops. Let me switch back. I don't know if they're on. Probably not. Trading View.
No, not there.
No, that can't be it. That's Kekistan.
That's different.
Oh wait, Raptoron. Wait, that's. Isn't it? That doesn't look like the logo. What was that freaking site? Oh god.
Let
it was
me.
Tama Mart. Something like that. Oops. Tama.meme. I think they had all these freaking meme coins on here. Let's see.
Oh, you're right. That's where they launched. Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the Ronin pumped out fun kind of platform. God, I'm about to search because they were successful like early on. So you had a lot of like keks that kind of copy them. Oh fuck, they're only at 20, not even 25. They're lowering us now.
Is that them?
Shit. Yeah. Let's see. Can I make this bigger? I think it up to. I don't even know what the market cap that is. I could put it in the market cap. Here you go.
Hey, GM, make my day. What's up, bro? This is their contract address. I sent it in the chat.
Yeah, they cracked 1 million like initially. They did pretty good.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I mean, we're kind of seeing like the same thing with Ronin. Honestly, it's shit tends to trade together. Like that's kind of so probably most of these Ronin. Oh, pixels. Fuck! Somebody told me to do pixels, right? But yeah, as far as I mean, shit. As far as CAC, I just wait for if you're looking to buy. I mean, it's a Ronin meme coin. It could get hot if Ronin gets hot. That's kind of like the big narrative I'd be looking at as far as any Ronin token, basically. But you could see this. I don't know if we get back above here, maybe back to kind of like that 40k market cap. Yeah, I wouldn't touch it yet. Not quite yet. So we haven't set the prizes out yet. So if you get the prizes, just hold for a little bit. That's what I would do. It's a little hold. All right, it's like a pixel.
That's true. Hold is the name of the game.
I mean, look at these, like, especially like airdrops and meme coins. They're kind of like lottery tickets. So, like, more than likely it's going to be nothing, but you know what I mean? You get that one, it's going to pay for all of them plus some. You know, like a ton up, just like, one. I guess it'd be an air coin or airdrop kind of bounty hunter, like when I first got in 2018. That's shit existed back then. It's more a bounty, like you freaking. There was like certain platforms like Bounty OX where you go and like do certain tasks. You see the same kind of shit nowadays. Not much has really changed. But a lot of them, I'd say like 90%, probably 95+%, which is fucking garbage. But you had a few that kind of win. You make some money there. It's pretty fun. I'm looking for a pixel. I know I have it on here. There she blows. Pixels. Can you see the trading view screen? Yeah, you
Yep,
can,
can
right?
see it. Yeah.
Okay, good. I don't have to switch. Perfect.
So Zion, there's always risk for all those tokens. This is why we need to know, like, I mean, this is why fundamentals are important. So, for example, a lot of these tokens that you'll see in the, in crypto, they're gonna have the hype. They're gonna have people talking about them, but like if you look past that, you'll see there's nothing for that token. Like there's no utility, there's nowhere you could use it from. So fundamentals is what looking at fundamentals is going to be
Long term.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah, because long term, you know that if you buy this, you're basically investing long term, and you're buying it for that potential. Like you see the potential because you know that the team behind it is legit. You know that the stuffs they put out eventually are going to be the things that other people that are looking for and would want to invest in. So that's pretty much it. But there's always risk for sure. There's we're in crypto after all. There's going to be a lot of like tokens going down. It's going to make you panic. It's going to make you nervous. It's gonna like almost make
Yeah,
you
for sure.
cry. But like you have once
You
you
can
get
play it both
past that,
ways though
yeah,
too.
yeah.
You can play the hype. Like there's plenty of people who will just like they'll see that hype. They'll know there's nothing there, but they'll still put some
They'll
money on it.
still
But
buy
they know
it, yeah.
they'll take their profit like quick. You know what I mean? They know like I'm not holding this. So it depends on how much effort you want to put into it. But if you're like just looking for like projects, kind of like what's hype now, like kind of scalp some percentage there just because I know everyone's talking about it. Just don't hold those tokens long term. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you look into it deeper and have like a real product and a real community and shit makes sense, they actually have a real business model behind it. I mean, you want to see them like kind of exist for a while too. It's easy to look good for a few months, but can they do it for 6 months, a year plus? That's when they're
Yeah.
not fucking around.
That's where the real game starts, like shit, these guys has something to go for them. They're making money by like the stuff that they're creating instead of just people investing in their token, right? Like so that's basically what
Yeah.
fundamentals is, and that's very important, especially if you're if you want to explore crypto. Like you can't just be like, oh shit, my friend has this token, I'm gonna buy it too because he's saying that this is hype, people are talking about it, because that's gonna
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you could get lucky. But that's basically gambling at that point. You're just gambling that your friend is right.
Depends. Depends
Yeah,
on how good your friend is.
yeah.
If he just started talking about this shit, yeah, don't listen to him. If he came out crypto, bro, overnight, like, yeah, fucking buy this fucking shit coin. Like, no.
Exactly.
If you do, just know, take profit quick. But I'm telling you, like, if you know what Bitcoin and macro market is doing, it makes this 100 times easier. Like, it's so much easier. Because all this shit follows, like, the risk curve and what the macro is doing. So let's focus on Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin, you can tie that into like stocks and interest rates and currencies and commodities and all kinds of shit to like the big macro. But as far as like crypto perspective, as long as you kind of know what Bitcoin's doing, then you get a good idea of what altcoins are going to do. It does get nuanced, like it depends on like the cycle point and all that kind of shit. But for this point right now, like we're at that point where it's about to get real simple. Like believe me, there's about to be a lot of geniuses in the next like few months. We made great calls, but it just everything's going up. That's the thing.
Exactly. I mean, I do make great calls too. Like sometimes I would be like really really lucky. I'm gonna be like, oh
Yeah,
shit,
I'm happy. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's easy to be lucky when the like macro narrative's like up and like when everything's kind of going up, and like your percentage of being lucky is much higher compared to if you're like fighting against the current and we're like in a bear market, then you're not going to be lucky.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, your
That's when it
followers
comes
gonna
down to
kill you.
understanding. Yeah, that's when it comes down to understanding like what is the macro narrative here? Is it macro down or macro up? Because macro down, then you shouldn't be like taking risk and buying the dip and doing all this kind of shit. If you want to get like fancy, you can do like leverage shorts. The only way to short is with leverage, so there's no way around that really. It's a little trickier, but definitely possible.
Okay,
Hopefully, by
I
the, by,
think
by the time this bull market ends, like you should maybe have the skills to be able to capitalize from a bear market. But I mean, the most important thing is honestly just taking risk off the board, like putting like a big chunk of your holdings into USDT or USDC, whatever stablecoin, cashing out, even your bank account. I'll take that, even fiat.
there's a
When
photos
that
in
time
the
comes,
chat.
the time's not now though, so don't do that now. Now's the time you want to taking risk. Now's when you're gonna look like a hero, like in a couple months. Like, hell yeah, I'm rich. I'm a genius. Good times.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
We haven't
But
even seen like a freaking altcoin bull market. We saw meme coins kind of pop a little bit. I mean, that was kind of like a. You tend to get those kind of flashes like mid bull market of like kind of individual narratives kind of popping up. Like I think at DeFi and shit was like kind of big, like 2019. But those aren't the bull markets. That's not when everything goes crazy. That's the second half. That's like what we're heading to, like fucking now. Now's the time to get excited and take a little risk. You
definitely.
didn't hear from me, but definitely take a little risk.
Yeah, take the leap of faith. I mean, it's a good time. Actually, guys, I just want to say, I just want to highlight like how lucky it is to find someone who actually talks about charts and talks about like the general macro, the micro of the markets. And it's like back then this shit wasn't available. Like you're coming in,
Yeah.
you're just gonna see like hype mans everywhere saying, oh shit, buy this, buy that, buy this, buy that. Now those guys sometimes get lucky, but most of the time they get like burned. So yeah, it's definitely good advice. So
Yeah,
make
in
sure
Web
you
three at
don't.
least.
Yeah, in web
'Cause
3 at
when I
least.
was coming up in like stocks and shit, there was this cool platform. It was Alpha Calls or Alpha something. I forgot the fucking name. But you had like really great like debates like back and forth, and it was like really healthy discussions and shit. But that was before like crypto. Crypto, I think, is heading that direction. But honestly, even the stocks kind of got kind of trashy. Like I got that platform because it got kind of shilly and this kind of shit. Especially once like the GameStop kind of craze, you kind of have these crypto bros going into the stocks and pumping shit. And what was that, Wall Street bets? So that kind of took over. But I think we should see definitely more of this in crypto. More like freaking logical discussions and macro, what's going on. But I think that's the most important shit ultimately.
Oh, I'm gonna do a snapshot now. Once again, the second part for the points to everyone who attended. If you've been here since the start, you should get your XP. Wait, was it XP or points? I think it was points. There you go.
Is there a difference?
Added. Okay, there you go. And we have like 21 members here. So shout out once again to you guys
Oh,
for
still.
making
Wow, hey.
for
Right? Sticking
making
around.
it.
It's been a
Yeah,
while too.
sticking around. So that's really awesome. But yeah, I think it's about time we close this out now.
Yeah, definitely. I think we went a little too long there, but as long as you guys are grabbing something from it, I'll stick around for however long you guys want. Well, sounds good. No more questions, right?
I don't think so. They're just trolling me in the chat now. I told them we were brothers and I'm a Filipino American.
You basically are at this point. Shit, how many years has it been?
GG's everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Just want to plug our next event. So we have the free for all event tomorrow, guys. Free for all, it means basically that you're gonna be fighting against each other. And are we gonna do a last man standing, or is it what is it gonna be like
I think it's by
tomorrow?
kills.
By kills. So
I think it's
whoever has the most kills
yeah,
then. Okay.
yeah. And we'll do like top whatever. We'll have a leaderboard.
Okay. Do you wanna hint at like what rewards they could potentially get tomorrow? Because I don't think
Like
we've
Total
talked about
Wars
it yet.
is like $100 and kick.
Wait, what? Really? That's huge. I didn't know.
Yeah, for sure. We still
What?
got 50 to add to the questing bot too to claim, just like we did Rizzo.
Ooh, so good job to those that are here because we're gonna be refilling the marketplace with $50. So if you have the points, you'll be able to claim the USD rewards. And then last but not the least, $100 bounty for the winners tomorrow. I mean, we're still gonna figure out the breakdown, but yeah, it's free for all. It's gonna be you. You only only you basically, and you just gotta put in the practice, like I said. And we're gonna put some new guns in the shop too, just so you guys can claim it, because I think there's still some Tesla guns in there, but once it's
Oh,
out,
in the marketplace. Yeah, yeah,
the
before you can do
marketplace,
that.
yeah, I believe.
That worked
Let's
out for
see.
the last
Oh,
guys, right?
it's out of stock. Actually, it's out of stock.
Oh, okay.
That's sad.
Should upgrade with
Well,
like a cool one.
yeah, let's figure it out. I mean, we're gonna try and add like a new gun in there, and maybe see if you could claim a gun for a point. I think that's really
Yeah.
worth it, especially if you're aiming for the big money tomorrow. So it's either
If
the
there's any
USD claim or the gun claim.
if there's any guns like specifically you guys like to see, like with rocket launcher or something. We already did Tesla gun, but the flamethrower is pretty similar, so that'd be a good option. But again, go ahead, drop in the chat, drop a general. We'll pick whatever gun to claim that you guys want to see.
Oh, we got a stun gun request here. Wait, well, how would that work?
Oh, like a new gun?
Yeah.
For new mechanics, we're looking at Godot. So we want to do some melee mechanics too. Have like a melee type of sword. We're like, we have to build it twice. So we're building on Godot. We'll probably have private testing for Godot here pretty soon. Definitely this month sometime.
Lightsaber request too. Oh, we were talking about
Yeah.
this, like potential samurai, but like a melee,
Oh yeah.
a melee weapon, and then you
Yeah.
just go out there, slash someone, insta kill, but it's very hard
Right.
to hit it. It could be like, one of those like anime style, like where the samurai is like, it's just gonna blink instantly, but it only goes one direction. So like you have to,
Yeah, like a
if you
special. Yeah, we
miss,
want to add. We want
yeah,
to add
if you miss.
like different like classes, almost like an RPG almost. That was kind of like our original plan, but we realized we have to build the game up and the player base and stuff. But we definitely we want to add like special skills and like skill trees. Like maybe you go to like a speed skill tree with a melee weapon. And you're like faster than other people. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
There you go.
That's
That's the
stuff we're
perfect.
looking at, like a Godot version.
Dude, that's the perfect example of Black Merchant. Yeah, Kirito from like Sword Art Online, like he's got these like flashy moves where, but we're gonna make it like, I mean, it's gonna have a downside too, right? Like if you slash, then you can't use it like immediately after. It's gonna be like, you're
Yeah,
gonna
but like a
be,
power up. Yeah,
yeah, you're gonna be
yeah,
like
for
on
sure. There'll be
cooldown for a
cooldowns and
bit.
stuff. Yeah,
Yeah. Otherwise, it will be
you might be able to
OP. Like
upgrade them, but yeah.
you see people like slashing around. It's gonna,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's always bouncing, of course. Like
yeah,
you never get a perfect first shot, but yeah,
exactly.
definitely want to add like tons of mechanics and skill trees and add a bunch more more reason like kind of play persistently
Holy
to
shit!
kind of level up your play. And it's gonna be more battle royale, like extraction based, adding crafting and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely a lot of shit that comes this year, which I
I love
think we
this.
should have it all like kind of like set up by the end of this year for sure.
They're already imagining it in the chat. Like if you look at the chat, Shane, like they're sending these anime gifs that looks really freaking cool.
Nice, hell yeah! We want you guys input too, so that's perfect. Like when we
Yeah,
probably maybe drop each other. We're doing a new weapon, we're doing whatever, and then we'll have the community kind of rally around an idea or something.
exactly. And then again, guys, we're super early in the game's development, so your inputs
Yeah,
are valid, and they're gonna be
yeah,
very,
for
very
sure.
helpful to guide where the game is gonna be at 3, 4, 5 years from now. Because you guys are the OGs, you guys are the early ones here, right? So make sure
Right,
you
yeah,
share whatever thoughts you have in your head. I mean,
definitely.
just don't ask me for money because I don't have that. But anything else is good.
Hey, if you have a great idea, you never know. Like, there could be some benefits there.
Oh yeah,
We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah. Like a good suggestion could have a bounty. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. If it's like good, like, yeah, for sure. It could be XP. It could be money. It could be,
Yeah,
It could be like maybe make this
XP.
weapon
Yeah,
and then you get a
exactly.
free one.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
that'd be perfect.
Well, I think that's it for today then. Thanks everyone once again for attending, and shout out to Beef Shane for dropping some very valuable insights. As always, guys, be careful with the market. Just always do your due diligence, and be safe out there, and don't be afraid to make some profit as well. Yeah, see y'all
Yeah,
in the
don't be afraid to
next
ask any
one.
questions too.
And
Feel free to
questions too,
ask any
yeah.
questions. Yeah, in the general chat, whenever you can ping me.
All right. GG's everyone. See y'all in the
All right,
next one.
all right. Take it easy, guys.
Double kill.
Nice.